Well, it's the 18th of June 2017. David Weegenaar here, and where am I? I'm obviously going down the dirt track, but I want to show you something that I really love in the South Island. I've loved it since about 11 years old, is the Trotters Gorge. Now we're only just going to get a wee glimpse of it, and Trotters Gorge is really rustic, and it's 11 kilometres inland from Palmerston in the South Island, the East Coast, just about 30-40 minutes out of Dunedin, north of Dunedin, and about an hour from Oamaru. And I think this is really cool country, and I haven't even shown you the start of it. But so you've got, this is a reserve, and it's really lovely, but at the moment, approaching 12 o'clock midday, it's quite cold. So this is one of my favourite spots, if not my favourite spots, for scenery in New Zealand. Although there are a couple of places I love in the North Island that I've mentioned, Mount Ruapehu. I think that's just absolutely strikingly awesome. But this is quite cool, and very rough terrain, which I love. So I'm coming up to a sign now, of which you can see how it's spelt and everything like that. But look at this, just look at the, I'll just smaller up the image. So there's a bit of dew frost on the ground. So this is Department of Conservation, Te Papa Atawhai or Atawhai. Probably I'm saying that absolutely incorrect. Trotters Gorge campsite vehicle access is closed due to wet conditions. There is limited vehicle turning space beyond this point. And here's the sign for Trotters Gorge Scenic Reserve. You can walk, picnic, there's toilets, and I believe you can do shooting too. There's a sign down the road there, just a sign for private property, that they've got a wild pig roaming around. That's their pet. So please don't shoot it, it says. Anyway, so I'll just do a little bit more recording, just so you can see what it's like. And now the air here is, from my point of view, very clean, but it's lovely countryside. This, it's really worth the look if you're in the South Island to come here, because everyone goes to Queenstown and Wanaka. You know, fair enough, they're great places, but New Zealand's got some other great places too. So caution forward ahead, river may rise following heavy rain. Warning from the Department of Conservation again. So I mean, you don't have to pay anything to come here to walk on these tracks and that. Look at that for rusticness. Look at that. That's quite rustic, eh? Just It's obviously a bit newer than old, but it's really rustic. Look at it. Just look at how beautiful it is. Ferns, the New Zealand fern. And I hear a wood pigeon. I hear a wood pigeon because I hear the way it's flying, and I can hear it. I've seen lots of fantails because New Zealand has got lots of fantails. Here's some more ferns which are indigenous to New Zealand. Native or indigenous or whatever you want to say. Here's a wee creek. And so this is the ford we're going over, that I'm going over, and you can too. It's beautiful, I kid you not. And here we're coming out into a clearing again, and there's a gate here, a car. It's not my car. Here's wood pigeons. That's a wood pigeon. Now I'll go and there's a hawk too. Might not see the hawk. Toilets and track starts here. Track starts here. Toilet here. Light no fires, of course. Concentration. Conservation. Area Minister of Conservation. Light no fires. And if you want to camp, it says campers pay your fees here. Okay, there's a key there, must be for the toilet, and I think that's a drop box, I think, there. That's a wee drop box there, you see. So that's pretty cool, eh? And it says charges adult $8 per night. So gather you're allowed to park your tent somewhere or whatever you do. Here's the toilet, the long john, the long drop, the bog, lavatory, toilet or bog. Look at that, isn't it beautiful? Isn't that, that makes me so proud. New Zealand is beautiful, and this place, you would expect it to be as popular as Queenstown or Wanaka, because it's just majestic, the views and the look, what you can see here, but it is a bit cold. So probably in summertime, this place is packed with campers all over the place, and they fill the coin box, the fee for parking themselves here. I'm not even sure what way I'm meant to go. I don't think I'm meant to go that way because it's just water down there. So I don't know how long I'm going to do this for, but there's a 30-minute walk here. So cave walk is 700 metres, 30 minutes. Trotters Gorge is 2.5 kilometres, 2 hours return, and Trotters Creek track is 1.5 kilometres, 30 minutes. River crossings take care after heavy rain, of course. It's funny how pedantic the rules are sometimes. And here we have a river on the right side, and on the left you're coming up to a grave part of the property. And here on the right you see there are trees, and on the left you see there are trees, and on the right you see there are trees. Look at this. I'm actually starting to, you know, like a number of years ago, I would be puffing by now. I'd be puffing like crazy. A mountaineer friend of mine, he couldn't believe it after I started doing some walks and everything like that, that I was ahead of him, because in the past I'd be dragging the chain with him, and then it got better to where I was almost running ahead. But this is just so cool, yeah, and it's cold too, but this is